What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing the continuation of the previous video where I interview foreigners, asking them questions about Liberia. However, we're going to be interviewing Liberians, asking them questions about Liberia. Hopefully we get to interview some females, but most of the time when I do videos like this, you know, the females is pretty hard to get them. I don't know if they're shy, but you know, hopefully we get them. And we are going to be interviewing people in the streets of Monrovia about Liberia, most especially Liberians, about Liberia. Without further ado, let's get right into the video, guys. Let's go. All right, guys, so we are going to be interviewing our first interviewee. Is that even right?
Yes, interviewee.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to be interviewing him. Without further ado, let me go straight to the questions. What is your name, sir?
Faith Will.
Okay, are you a Liberian?
I'm a Liberian.
What do you like about your country, Liberia?
I think this is the best place to have fun.
It's the best place to have fun.
Best place to have fun.
You know, somebody told me there is so much freedom in Liberia that we Liberians don't even appreciate it. How true is that?
I agree 100%. If you want to have fun, if you got money, you want to have fun, Liberia is the best place to be.
Okay.
100%.
So now, the next question is, since this place is the best place to have fun, why do you think that there's a culture of, you know, Liberians leaving Liberia in order to make it?
Well, you got to go make money somewhere.
Why can't they make it here?
I don't know. I think there's a lot of things not put in place. You know, economic situation, a lot of things not put in place for people to really make money here, especially Liberians. I think one of the reasons why there's this stigma. Foreigners make money here. You know, so I don't understand how we can, but I think there's this stigma with Liberians, and you know, and not being committed and not being honest. So Liberians get a lot of opportunity as compared to, you know, the way the foreigners are able to, you know, dig into the market and actually make it work.
Would you say, or would you encourage a lot of Liberians to stay and make it, or would you encourage them to go out, make the money, come back and build?
Bro, I'm playing DV right now. I'm playing DV. So why would I encourage people to stay if I'm playing DV? Y'all stay. Let me go and come back.
All right, last question. What do you think Liberians can do in order to better their country, especially when it comes to infrastructure?
I think we need to first start with mentality. I think we have to change. You know, to us, like all joke aside, seriously, mentality is one of the biggest obstacles here. Our mindset is different. We need to reprogram, rewire our brains to be more developmental wise, and we can be able to impact the country. You know, there are a few people who have that kind of mindset, but not everybody. But you know, the struggle, that's what the struggle is right now. Being able to just rewire, change the mindset, you know, be able to have a mentality of development and you know, and patriotism.
Exactly.
That's what we need to, you know, we need to build. Because like you said, people traveling.
Exactly.
And now, even if the opportunity comes to make money here, people will still travel because the mindset has already been programmed. You got to go America first, you know. So they hope there's a mentality need to change, get back to that, you know, whatever it is, bro. You know, it's just what it is.
Thanks for being on the channel. What's the name again?
Faith Will.
All right, man. So let's go interview the next person. What is your name, sir?
Tamu V. Taylor.
What do you like about your country, Liberia? Matter of fact, before I even ask that, are you a Liberian?
Yes, of course. I'm a Liberian. I hail from Bombing County.
What do you like about Liberia?
Wow, just love being Liberian, number one, and our unique language, and nowhere else in the world.
Colloqua?
Yeah, man, they can see the thing we can speak. So that's one of the beautiful things about Liberia and the warmness of Liberians. You know, we are a friendly set of people. We don't treat foreigners differently. You know,
Okay. The next question is going to be, what do you think about the culture that a lot of young Liberians are leaving Liberia to make it outside?
Well, it's just a matter of people trying to see greener pasture or a better living, because in Liberia, you see young, vibrant, and energetic young men, and it's very difficult to get your way unless you have some political connections. Who not a better thing? So everybody trying to make their way to be able to get a better life for them and their family. So you see people always trying hard to leave, and you can see the differences when our friends leave and family members leave Liberia and travel out of the country. You see, after 2-3 years, the life have been transformed. Whereas those back home, it's slow but it's sure.
So the question now is, will you encourage Liberians to stay home and build it, or will you encourage Liberians to go out there, get the money or get the finances that they need, and come back home and build?
You know, everybody can just go. Definitely.
Exactly.
So people will still be here no matter what the case is. So for me, to be honest, I would prefer you go out there, make the money, come back and develop and create job opportunity for young people, because if I alone can go and employ 20 persons, I've provided food for 20 different homes. So I think going out there, working and coming back and investing, I'll go with that.
So the last question is, what will you tell Liberians as a nation, or what do you think Liberians or Liberia as a nation can do in order to develop? Maybe it could be infrastructure, it could be anything. What do you think we need to do as Liberians in order to develop our nation?
My recommendation would be human building capacity, human capacity building. You have the natural resources, although over the years, we all know what's been unfolding. But if we build our human capacity by providing scholarship in various disciplines, maybe the government provides scholarship to go Cuba, go other countries, and be specialized in certain fields, then we can come back. There will be a mandatory serving. You can come back and serve the country for a couple of years, and you can decide what to do next. Because when we build the capacity of our citizens, then we can get a better country. But if we always wanted to be government job, people can work in different fields of study. So that my recommendation of the government can provide scholarship opportunity for young people. You go out there, study, come back, and serve your country.
All right, man. So thank you for being on the channel.
Okay. Nice.
What's the name again?
Yeah, Tamu Vitelo.
All right, man. So let's go interview the next person. What is your name, sir?
Ken Ijuoye.
What nationality are you?
I'm Nigerian American, basically born, raised in the U.S. Go back and forth from here, from there to Nigeria. So.
But you an African, though, at the end of the day.
In the end of the day, yes, I am.
Okay. All right. So what do you like about Liberia? We are currently in Liberia. What do you like about this country?
What I like about Liberia, when I came here, what got me was actually the potential. I'm in the IT field, so I see a lot of things on the ground floor when it comes to like building up infrastructure, security, things like that, and that's what got me around here. I'm stuck around because I'm trying to see how I can possibly contribute to that. So,
would you say that there's a lot of things out there that is not here yet? That's some of the things that got you stuck here.
Correct. Yeah. Definitely. A lot of things that can help things become more efficient around here, right? So work with some agencies trying to pinpoint that.
So there's a culture of Africans, not just Liberians, Africans leaving Africa to go to, it could be Europe, it could be the States, it could be Canada, it could be anywhere else, in order to hustle and come back home. You understand? Would you encourage that, or would you say Liberians need to stay home and build their country?
There's a lot that can be said about that. I know if it was me, I probably would have gone somewhere to get education, what I need to do. Like say if it's something I want to contribute to and I know I can't find the resources here, I will go out, I will learn it, get good at it, come back and try to use it to build my country. I would say if it's possible to stay here and do it, but realistically you may have to go around, get the knowledge and then come back, but at the end of the day come back and try to contribute, try to help bring up your place.
The last question, what do you think Liberians can do in order to help out with the infrastructure and developmental process of their country?
Big one is teamwork, right? Communication. Again, back to the last question. Getting the knowledge. If it's not here, go get it. Bring it back. Brainstorm. How can we work together to kind of like do what they do over here? Like I like how they have this system set up at this country. How can we bring that here? How can we work together? I know you're good at this. You're good at this. It's more of just collaboration, teamwork. I mean, that's the biggest thing. And putting egos aside, which is kind of hard to say, but just off the top of my mind. I mean, many others, but I'll leave it there.
Teamwork. That's true. I would say a lot of Liberians don't like working together, so I would say teamwork is one of it. And a lot of people mention that the mindset needs to be changed. You understand? I don't know if you would agree on that too.
Mindset is a big part because your mindset can hold you back sometimes, right? From your potential. So I agree with that. I would say changing mindset would be number one. So I'll have to agree with you on that. All
right, man. So thank you for being on the channel. The name again?
Ken Ijuoye.
American Nigerian, my people. Let's interview the next person. All right, guys. So I'm sure you guys know Wendell by now. Wendell has been on the channel for a while now, but we're just gonna start asking him the same questions we've asked everybody when it comes to this particular video. So Wendell, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, like he said, my name is Wendell. Middle name is Sion. Last name is King.
Okay. Are you a Liberian?
Yeah, I am a Liberian.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you like about being a Liberian, and what do you like about your country, Liberia?
Well, like obviously we Liberians, we are very interesting people. I would say we're one of a kind. One thing I really love about being a Liberian is the fact that like we are really unique. Our culture is different, and like our way of life is pretty much different from how people live in other places. One thing I really love about my country, Liberia, is the fact that we have some of the most determined youth, like in the entire Africa. I would say that way. We have like some of the, I would say, most relentless people. Liberians are always like thriving, like exploring new ideas and making way for themselves. Even with Liberians being in this type of economic, like the way Liberia is, we all know like you go out and you see Liberians always pushing forward. I really love that for the country, There
is a question I want to ask you. I've asked everybody. There's a culture of Liberians leaving Liberia to go to the Europe, America, Canada, and whatsoever to make it. Would you say, or would you encourage Liberians Liberians to stay in Liberia and build Liberia, or you encourage Liberians, especially Liberian youth, to leave the country, seek education or seek wealth outside and come back and build?
Well, this is a very interesting question, I would say, bro. One thing that I would say to young Liberians out there, like Liberians residing in Liberia, life is pretty hard everywhere. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I remember, bro, 2016, I met a lady in New Jersey, like an elderly lady. She met me, she was like, my son, I came here since 2006, like in the US, since 2006.
Wait, is she Liberian?
Yeah, she's a Liberian, by the way. I came here in the US since 2006, and my husband passed out. Since my husband passed out, my son, it's not easy to make life here, it's not easy, mortgage, all those things. It really killed me. I felt so bad. Like, I actually pitied the lady, I'm gonna say. So I was like, oh man, you get housing, you got something doing in Liberia. Like, what do you have? What have you done in Liberia? She's like, I have my house, it's in Barnesville, I have my daughter. So in my heart, I was like, yeah, it's not easy. And like, to be honest, like I just said, life is not easy everywhere. Like, people got their own things they are dealing with all over the world, and like every country works different. So like, the way you see life in Liberia, it might be hard to you, but when you go out there and you see that life is not gonna be like just bread and butter, it's not just gonna be icing on a cake or whatever it is. I'm just trying to say, like, things are pretty hard all over. But like, as a Liberian, if you are in Liberia and you have the opportunity to go out there to, you know, to study, or I'm gonna say reset or whatever it is, all I'm gonna encourage is when you get out there and you start making life, the number one thing that should come to your mind, like, for you to come back and develop Liberia. I'm just trying to say that if you have the opportunity to go, you can go and study, you can go and resettle, like, but don't forget about Liberia, because like the common saying says, there's no way like home, you know. So that's it to the question, man.
Yeah. So this is the last question. The last question is, what do you think Liberians or Liberia as a whole or as a country can do in order to contribute to the developmental process of Liberia?
You need to understand that it is not what your country can do for you, but what you as an individual can do for your country. Like, there are a lot of ways in which you out there as a Liberian can give back to Liberia. Like, if you're in Europe, if you're in Asia, whatever you are, if you're in the US and you study agriculture, you can come back and start something in the agricultural field. Like, if you're residing in Liberia and you as a young man, as a young woman, you have a passion for fashion, you can even start with your machine, like just a sewing machine. I believe that all of those things could be a help to Liberia. I'm just trying to say that for you to be a help to Liberia, you need to figure out your passion, you need to understand what you're really good at and pretty much put it to use. Like, you see me, I am in the humanitarian side. So like, right after my high school, I was like, I just cannot sit down. Like, right now you're seeing like all of the young people, they want to do politics, like household, politician pocket, they get $5, $10, they go on Facebook and see a lot of things that they are not supposed to save. That's their own also, but like, it's the pretty hard way to live. Like I said, you figure out something. So like, the moment I go to high school, I'm like, I'm just gonna give back. And I didn't even have money. So like, I'll go to those orphanages with just my personal money. And like, through that, I was able to get attention. I was able to build a network and started an organization that is a 501c3 right now that's running very well in Liberia. So you figure out what you are really good at and keep pushing forward, you know, just go towards it, and that would definitely be a help to Liberia in another way. Like, with our organization now, we have almost 4 people who are employed. Whenever we do project, those guys take home a very healthy salary. We have volunteers, all of those guys are being compensated and things like that. So just figure out what you're good at, go towards it, and it's definitely going to reverse and be a help to the country as well. You know, there are a lot of ways in which you could contribute. Like I said, figure out what you're really good at and put it to use.
Okay, so understand you didn't leave Liberia in order for your organization to work.
No.
You were right here in Liberia.
Right
okay.
here.
So people don't really need to leave Liberia in order to make it.
To make it, not at all.
Okay.
Like I said, it's not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And I said life is hard all over. So like, even if you go Europe and you have that lazy mentality, you're very lazy, you know, like you're just lying down in the couch, you play video games, you eat popcorn, you watch Netflix, like your life is not going to progress, you know. So like, life is hard all over. You don't have to leave Liberia to be successful. You can be successful right in Liberia, you know. Just figure out what you're really good at and thrive. I know, like, I'm just saying it's not going to be easy, obviously, but you have to believe in yourself, and you know, you just do what you're good at.
All right, man, so thank you for being on the channel.
Thanks, man.
The name again?
Wendell S. King.
All right, guys, so we've reached the end of today's video. Now, I hope you enjoyed today's video. You know, we try to add females, but like I said, every time I do videos like this, it's hard to get females interviewed for this type of video. Do you understand? I don't know, maybe maybe they think that I want to ask them weird questions. Most of the time, they don't even ask what questions I'm gonna ask. They just say no. I try to add somebody that is not from Liberia, but from another African country on purpose, because I saw the comments in my last video. You guys were telling me to interview other African nationals living in Liberia. So when I interviewed Ken, it was not by mistake. I did it on purpose. And I only interviewed 4 people because it was going to be a very long video and I don't want you guys getting bored. However, everybody's point was valid. And you know, if you want to contribute to this topic, comment down in the comment section, you know, what do you think we as Liberians can do in order to help out on the developmental process of our country, and tell me what you like about your country, Liberia, or what is it that makes us Liberians unique. With that being said, my name is Fizzle, your favorite Liberian boy. Until next time, peace. Have a blessed day. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, guys.